heard you bitches looking for me. Bitch, here I go. You shouldn't have resisted. Stop resisting. Yeah. Always the same old song and dance.
Welcome to San Antonio, Texas, and remember the Alamo Dome is home to the Roadrunners of UTSA, and we are fired up to get this game underway. Today, two teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the AAC. As we'll see, the Memphis Tigers. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So UTSA's offense will get the first crack at it here. This has an old-school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field, and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school because... The quarterbacks and the other guys, they get all the attention, but this guy's so good. He is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for his team. He will get the rock early and often.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Allen. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Man, early in the game, I love when you set the tone and make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. Nice job getting him on the ground, getting your first sack of the day. Listen, they had 3 last week, but they want to continue to build on that number and keep getting it higher, and that's a great start.
The short hand is Anderson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put him in position to pick up a first down. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45.
Talking like she ain't gonna do you no good now.
On the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size
killed our drive.
Still making the play. The Roadrunners decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll bring it back. It's Banks. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Tigers offense will go to work for the first time. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the start point.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this quarterback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. And I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside?
He's going to take a shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And the running back didn't get much there.
on 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They've got the screen set up.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They're going to run it to the right. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Across the 25, he's got room. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
But with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front.
Terrible. Got it there. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Oh, man. Thought he had the interception, but the official rules gained too much of an advantage. So wave off the turnover and give up the yardage. It'll be first down.
Let's go.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UTSA. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. That's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of a great field position.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
To the air. It's Boyd. Got his man on the right.
Man,
makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
Couldn't find the lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll go to the ground. Makes a man miss. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. He'll do it himself. The Tigers get enough to move the chains.
It must have been a brutal week for this defense preparing for this game because of all the different ways they can attack you and because of how athletic this quarterback is and how he can hurt you running the football. He just showed it to you right there.
Caught behind the line. It's Banks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Off the play fake. Gets it out fast.
Yeah, I love Thanksgiving food.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage. and they move the sticks with the first down.
We're getting dotted and darned up.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw.
There it is,
And
man.
the
Dang.
quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played one quarter. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's UTSA holding the edge. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Bell. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
They'll snap
Everybody
it
always has the same
every
story.
time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Getting some heat.
Mm-hmm.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. The give to the back. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Anderson. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Man down on the play.
Yeah.
The officials take a break.
You have everybody asleep tonight.
And the Road Runners will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Might be looking to run. Escapes trouble. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. The Road Runners have taken it inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a space. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He's got it on the run. They make the tackle just outside.
Yeah, I need a fucking better quarterback.
First and goal from the 1.
This dude, I like the field general manager. He just
for this offense.
not accurate.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal.
Oh, thank God.
To the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. It didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding. what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way.
Sounds like you're a problem.
Man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
He'll start the return inside the spot. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Line gets set, first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that pass picked off. He'll try to take it back. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
Damn.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Third down play from the gun. Makes the catch. It's Allen. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. They'll immediately call timeout. First and 10, they're down to the 25. Quick completion to the right.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Get in there.
They will score! Touchdown, UTSA! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Utah is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Utes fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll throw it on first down. He wants to take the top off. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Back to throw, it's Boyd. Working the middle, it's complete. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
Come on, dude. Let's get up out of here.
Running inside the 20. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. The old boot one from the right hash. You ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in San Antonio as we say hello from our broadcast studios. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Alamo Dome.
Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Running through contact. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special.
Damn it, dude. Why does it not let me fucking jump up and deflect that?
Huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the third quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
Now on second down. On the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season. They have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Looking for the score. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone.
Catch that ball.
Fourth down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Touch pass on the run. Running toward the tape. Oh, what a move! They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
3 ways to get to my guys who fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays. This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
Wide receiver shows motion. Finds a crease at the 20.
Let's go, man. We need that for the quarterback.
San Antonio. And the punishment has been
That
extended.
dude's fucking fast, too. That's good for the fucking underclassmen receiver.
The extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass.
I remember this one the other day. What y'all following me for?
Back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Movement here from the tight end. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job, man. You got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Lost one deep down the right
Oh,
side.
we just got burned.
Catch inside the 25. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Wait, so the kicker's huge and black.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, running back on the move. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you. So you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give on the inside. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
Bro, fucking get rid of it.
Some time, but not enough. Down he goes for the sack. After the big first down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
The sure hands, it's Anderson. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's UTSA holding the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play. It might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. The Roadrunners will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it in.
Wait a minute, how do we miss that?
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll
Let's
give
go.
it on the inside. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They'll throw it on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it at the tag. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal right there. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver.
Damn it.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if we can just get him out of the spot.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Touchdown, Roadrunner! And the stomping has commenced. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Oklahoma was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Sooners performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Now on second down after the incompletion. Looking to throw, it's Boyd. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Oh, he loves to fly downfield. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kick them in the face.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit it right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys.
Is you saw it on TikTok?
The challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your movement. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
I'm cool with that, baby. Shit. It's like not. It probably opens at like 11, I imagine. Let's go. Let's go. Man, dude, this offensive line. Yes, it was. Mm. Hit the spot. Mm. I love you so much, baby. I love it. Yeah, it is. And I like that there's more pool tables. Damn it. Got 4 games left. I need to read. I should have paid attention better when I put the schedule together because we don't have no buys towards the end. But it'll work in our favor. We'll be super fresh for the playoff.
Welcome to San Antonio, Texas.
The UCLA game probably going to be really tough. But luckily, it's not a fucking conference game. Could still make the playoff if we lose.
As we'll see, the Florida Atlantic Owls taking on the winners of 8 straight, the UTSA Roadrunners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Roadrunners will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Florida Atlantic's offense will get the first possession of the game. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
Receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
First down here for the offense. Complete to start this drive. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. The give out of the gun. Runs through a tackle. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
To the air on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here.
Wow.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down.
Damn, 22. You fucking rolled up.
Florida Atlantic. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So the UTSA Roadrunners offense will go to work for the first time today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Got it behind the line. It's Allen. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Me too.
Wide receiver coming
Shit's
across.
gonna be good. I'm gonna have a steak.
He's looking to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. After that last completion, it's second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good play by this defense. Seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Roadrunners have their offense in high gear. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver.
Man, we can't get blocked on
that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth game if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead.
And the Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run.
Great block, 54.
Lowers those pads. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. The Roadrunners first and goal. They'll try to blast their way in.
Boy,
And
this is
he
Texas
takes it in
football.
for the score. Touchdown, UTSA.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone. Know I get 6, and then go celebrate the champions.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They're looking at us right now. Oh,
Nothing but
we have got to
green
be
ahead.
spinning, man.
He's at the 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown Owls.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly
Feeling all
where
the
to
beans,
go
huh?
with the ball. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Single back formation, and they give it to him.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And as he throws, he's got an open man. Gets away from one, finds some space. Speeding down the left side. Slippery
Let's go,
slide.
man.
Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, UT San Antonio.
And QBs love their big tight ends, especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure.
He lofts it high and deep down the
Oh
left
my
side.
God, bro, we just got
Found a
bombs.
bunch of room
We're
and got
there,
it to the
too, bro. I don't
44-yard
get it.
line. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Yeah, I'm cool with that, baby.
Backfield, he'll lose a couple.
Yeah.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On second down, they'll take to the air. A little screen to the running back. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats.
Well, it's 100%.
They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass.
Let's go.
And the quarterback is snowed under. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? You be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. And this setter down gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he reels it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Roadrunner. And they take it in for 6 more points.
I want two bucks and to score up on these boys now.
21-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Boise State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Colorado State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game done.
Looking to move it through the air. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes, and running back before he can go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hayes. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Owls are on the move. The run from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Now, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. This might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
They move the tight end all over. To the ground to try to move the chain.
Damn it, man.
And that should be enough to give Florida Atlantic the first down.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd.
Touchdown Owls! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. And these offenses are just putting up numbers. Oh, they block it. He
That's
picks it up.
huge.
That's a live ball. He's at the 30.
The big swing right there.
The 10. He takes it all the way back for the 2. The offense grinds out a really good drive. They have it going and then comes to the abrupt halt with the turnover.
And for that offensive play caller, he had a good thing going. He was finding a rhythm. He was mixing things together. He was doing a good job with his formations and his shifts and his motions. Looked like he had the defense on his heels. He needs his guys right now to hold on to the ball.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
He's going to pass on second down. Quarterback adapting. Got his man on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The give to the back. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the Roadrunners with the 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
Pulls it and fires.
I love you, baby.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot. There could be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read, read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got it. And he hauled it in, but couldn't quite get it to the end zone. Defense forces him out of bounds at the 3. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the...
Takes it to the house. Touchdown, UTSA. Finding up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Ford Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half? And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this inside their 20. Hard running there.
There's no fucking way. That's weak
the
as fuck.
defense denying him the first down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. First half, in books, time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in San Antonio as we say hello from our broadcast studios. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Alamo Dome.
Florida Atlantic will try to kick it deep and break the seal on this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like, the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. The linebacker comes free, then they're making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Roadrunners will bring the punt team onto the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Slips through the line.
Oh my God.
Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And how about the kicking game coming up with a play? That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
This is going to be a
Reese,
battle.
I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a...
Oh, what vision. Can they catch it?
Yeah, we can do it too, Florida.
They'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returner, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. On the third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. To the ground to try to pick up the
man. We fucking needed that.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
He lost one down the sideline.
You got to hang on, bro.
Fingers incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Second down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Pulls it in. It's Anderson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Roadrunners are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
They didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. It's still a successful play.
And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got a man. It's Anderson. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He makes the connection. And into the end zone.
Get in, bro. God damn it.
Out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Try to barge their way in. Touchdown, Roadrunner. And they add 6 more at the board with that trip to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Let's go.
And the sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
No,
And
sir.
that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
On 4th down, going to the air.
Come on, dude.
The
Catch that.
incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Excellent field position here for the offense. Quick strike complete. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese is closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility for the guy in that slot position.
Now the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Complete on 3rd down. Touchdown, UTSA!
I should fucking
And
go
the
over 2.
beatdown has ensued. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little...
Going for the big play. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. After the misfire now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Works the middle of the field. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Well, they execute the in route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. He's going to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's going to take off. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And the timing just a hair off.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, they're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the...
Picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't escape, and down he goes. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move.
He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Well, the defense just needs to do a better job on
Bless
that
you, baby.
situation. That was a golden opportunity to get off the field, but quarterback and receiver, they were just better on that. Nice throw. Best job by the receiver getting his feet in bounds.
Give me that.
Fires the pass. Intercepted. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Line gets set. First down. Give to the single back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Got it. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. And the route is on. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle.
Dude, how do I not get that?
Lucky that one didn't get picked off.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
That's a really nice shot play called by the offensive coordinator. And what helps that coordinator feel confident calling that play? His offensive line. He knows these guys up front are going to give the quarterback time on a slow developing play to set up, scan the field, and find the open target.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. One more play to pad the stats. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal.
Damn it.
And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous party gift, a consolation prize, if you will. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses will just boom in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on the show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese.
Damn, we're good before Grammy. We got us projected as a 1 seed. How the hell is Liberty always in it, bro? I'm about to schedule them. Troy? Like, as if. Hell, even Utah's a stretch. Okay, Iowa State, I see you at 7-1. I think I have to use the restroom.
Welcome to San Antonio, Texas, and remember the Alamo Dome is home to the Roadrunners of UTSA, and we are fired up to get this game underway. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Charlotte 49ers, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the UTSA
Boys are 6-2.
For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Roadrunners will boot it away to start the game. On the run from inside his own top. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The 49ers offense will have the first possession of the game. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
The offense set for a first down play. They'll give it to the back.
Oh, come on, bro. With all that shit mashed up, and he fucking still gets 8.
2nd and 2. The 49ers come to the line in the hurry-up. Here's the handoff.
Yeah, he ain't getting fucking 8 that goal.
The line of scrimmage, that'll be a loss of 3. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Brown will throw it. Fires to the big fella.
Fuck, that's on me.
Tackled, but he
So
has
at
a
least
first
it's
down.
tackle.
And the 49ers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. He's looking to throw. The quick out. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Run the gun, wants to pass.
Damn it.
Fires to the tight end. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This defense is flying around with bad intentions. How about the stick the defender just laid on the tight end?
They want to just keep throwing it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end.
Damn it, bro.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Smashes ahead. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
We're a terrible opening drive.
Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it.
Oh my God! Ouch, Way.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
83, get a fucking block.
But there is a flag on the play.
Holding. Receiver team.
Gonna be another one. It's gonna
So the
another one of these.
decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Wide out in motion. Going up top on first down. They're setting up the screen. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Give to the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving this quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can control.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Roadrunners are on the move. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow in 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and it's Charlotte on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at
Me too. I'm trying not to think about food. Yeah.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Handoff to the single back. At the 40, there he goes. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with a 15-yard pickup. The Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Grab behind the line. It's Allen. Open space at the
Oh, come on. How do we step out?
Step out of bounds, but not before the big hiccup and a first down for this offense. And the Roadrunners are in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He
Dot.
snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Roadrunner. And the extra point splits the upright. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tough.
Yeah, boy.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Fast motion from the offense. The give from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The 49ers will hustle for the line. Brown wants to pass. Makes the grab over the middle. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. New set of downs after that completion.
And the defense brought the blitz on third down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
They go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. It's a draw.
Nope.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Okay, baby. Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna get dressed after this game.
You ought to be able to use
I want to wear a basketball jersey, but I feel like I should wear a T-shirt.
On this one, it goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. UTSA takes over, and the offense ready to hit the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense probably has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And 54, dude, you working against me there, bud.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it.
And the pressure gets to him down.
We just don't want to block anymore.
This defense, they are tenacious. And they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw.
Dude, that's got to be a
connection on 3rd down. The Roadrunners will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something.
You gotta be shitting me. How is that dude so open?
Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Comes out throwing on first down. It's complete to the right.
Dude, this bitch-ass
They
game.
make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Quick completion on the out route.
Damn it, bro. We're just not. We're literally not
going
covering any fucking body.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
And he will get home.
I wanted to throw that tight end.
Goes down at the 17. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Fucking killing us.
Brown will throw it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They're trying to get to it, and he'll be brought down.
You know, these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the 3rd goal.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Let's go. Great timeout. That's a fucking clip.
Touchdown, UTSA. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime.
And I think we get the ball.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in San Antonio as we say
They're
hello
killing
to our
us.
broadcast studios. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Alamo Dome.
And the Roadrunners will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Wall. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Anderson. Dances away again. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. The give to the tailback. He breaks a tackle. Still running at the 40. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
At halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. Well, you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Motion from the offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Allen. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, UT San Antonio.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the key to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is
Man, bro, how we... I need some more fucking run on, dude.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Running back searching for a hole. He's
No,
knocked down
sir.
in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Makes the catch. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the 49ers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be knocked down. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels,
And he's running in the open. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Roadrunner. And once he found open space, the man might as well start playing. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1.
I love you, baby.
The running back has it. They've got it out to the 34
How the hell?
after getting 5 there.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Right back to the well. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. That's caught. It's Myers. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The 49ers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Hand off from the shotgun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. To the ground with the back.
Yes,
They
sir.
bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He lobs one high down the left side. And
That's that
they
game.
wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the 49ers will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. And the returner will be brought down. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to you. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in the stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
They finally make the stop at the big run. He's ready to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's UTSA holding the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Okay, New Mexico. Two rings, right?
Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll try the right side. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
That run,
his back is nice. He's not fast. What? He
knows how to find space.
This guy's been special today.
Getting out there.
This one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here tonight.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
Damn it, no.
And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. The Roadrunners will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will
baby, you look good.
the one, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this position.
Yeah, it looks like a decent play. That's why I'm going to wear a t-shirt.
Brown wants to pass. Makes his connection.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right?
Yeah, I'm going to wear tennies.
So you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
All right, yeah, I'm going to finish up this here 4th quarter.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
You do that bullshit route.
That space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Oh, picked off. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2 scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Needles? Okay, damn.
And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just
Yeah, that makes sense.
the ball down the field. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Leaves it with the running back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the
acceleration
defense
ain't
finally
great.
able to get him down. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. With the run on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us us to the end of the ball game. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always
There's a big-time
pretty.
coach in this
You
conference,
don't
man.
always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game,
These
Jesse,
boys
you want
fucking
that
didn't return yards.
They made
But
the
11
plays they needed
touches.
to make in order to get this win. I thought quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were
That was
the better
huge.
team.
That was the turning point of the game.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
I was 7 for 8, 91 yards, and 2 touchdowns. That's so crazy. Damn it. Defensive end. I didn't know. Oh shit. Be able to whoop them boys up. All right, baby, I'm about to get dressed.